Alabama voters are going to the polls this week to select their leaders for the next 4 years.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for East Alabama Now Local News. I'm Mike Stedham. Tuesday is Election Day nationwide. Here in Alabama, voters will be choosing top state leaders as well as representatives to the state legislature, county commissions, school boards, and other local bodies. At the top of the ticket is the governor's race, where incumbent Kay Ivey is running for her second full term. She was first appointed governor in 2017 when her predecessor was caught in a scandal, and she won her first full term in 2018. She faces Democratic challenger Yolanda Rochelle Flowers and Libertarian James Blake. Also seeking a second term is Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth, who's being challenged by Democrat Ruth Page Nelson. 3 candidates are vying for the U.S. Senate seat of Richard Shelby, who's retiring. Republican Katie Britt, Democrat Will Boyd, and Libertarian John Sophocleus are all hoping to take over that position next year. In other state races, incumbent Attorney General Steve Marshall is being challenged by Democrat Wendell Major. In the Secretary of State's race, Republican Wes Allen, Democrat Pamela J. Lafitte, and Libertarian Jason Shelby are vying to replace retiring John Merrill. Closer to home, 3rd District Congressman Mike Rogers, whose district includes Calhoun and Cleburne counties, is being challenged by Democrat Lynn Veazey, Libertarian Thomas Casson, and Independent Douglas Bell. Casson, by the way, lists the unusual middle name of Sick of D.C. on the ballot. Calhoun and Cleburne are also included in Alabama's Senate District 12, which has been represented by Del Marsh of Anniston. Republican Keith Kelly and Democrat Danny McCullers are running for that seat. And finally, 3 seats in the state House are up for grabs in various parts of Calhoun County. In House District 29, Republican Mark Gilley faces Democrat Clifford Floyd Valentin. In District 32, Democratic incumbent Barbara Boyd faces Republican Evan Jackson. And in District 40, Republican Chad Robertson faces Democrat Pam Howard. The polls open at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. They'll close at 7 p.m. Remember to bring a photo ID with you when you go to vote. Jacksonville State University officials announced Monday afternoon that JSU senior Leah Tarvin was pronounced dead at a Birmingham hospital this morning from injuries she suffered when she was struck by a car Wednesday in front of Merrill Hall. She was an organ donor, and the doctors were able to complete that process Monday morning. The Holly Pond native was studying criminal justice, law enforcement, and forensic investigation at JSU, where she was active in the Baptist Campus Ministries and served as a resident assistant for university housing. The university is offering grief counseling for students affected by her death. When we come back, we'll tell you what's on tap for this year's local Veterans Day ceremonies.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Following a major cleanup effort, Anniston Centennial Memorial Park will host the area's annual Veterans Day ceremony Friday morning at 11. Local veteran Ken Rollins, who organized the construction of that monument, says that seats have been added to take the place of seating areas damaged 2 weeks ago when a car slammed into the park and did thousands of dollars worth of damage. Rollins says this year's ceremony will follow the usual pattern.
21 gun salute, taps, bagpipes. We have a lot of music. We have Steve Chappell from Augusta, Georgia. He's a regular up here, and he'll be up here doing his repertoire. And Alice Martin, Judge Martin, she sings. Ryan Robertson from the probate judge from Heflin, Cleveland County, he'll be over. He does his big part. And it's I expect to have 400 to 500 people.
Also this year, Anniston will again host its annual Veterans Day Parade down Noble Street. Anniston Public Relations Director Jackson Hodges says the parade begins at 2 that afternoon at 18th Street and will go 10 blocks south to 8th Street. That's the route of the city's usual Anniston Christmas Parade. According to Hodges, the city plans to block off Noble Street from 8th Street to 18th Street from noon until 4 that afternoon. An Anniston bus manufacturer says it had a vehicle fire in its Golden Springs plant Monday that heavily damaged 7 buses. New Flyer officials said the fire began in a compressed natural gas vehicle and spread to 6 other buses parked in close proximity. Those buses were parked outside of the production facilities and had not gone through the final completion or testing. The facility itself suffered only minor damage and is still fully operational. The facilities were evacuated, local emergency services responded to the scene, and there were no injuries. The company says its service team is working with an insurance company and local officials to determine the cause of that fire. We'll take a look at the weather when we come back.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
And here's a look ahead at our 7-day forecast. One more day of spring-like temperatures is in the forecast this week before a cool spell brings in more seasonable weather. Then rain on Friday brings a major cool down for the weekend. Thank you for joining us for East Alabama Now Local News. Remember to check back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening for a look at what's happening in our community. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media platforms.